I'm talking about I had the worst night of my life. If I'm being honest, it might have been the best night of my life because not only was I able to fucking dream and know what my dreams were, remember what my dream. It's been a while, honestly, right? It's been a while since I had a dream and I was aware in the dream, and then I got up and remembered the dream. Usually, the dream happens, and then I get up, and then I gotta remember what the hell happened last night. What the hell happened yesterday evening? What the hell happened? What the hell? What the hell? What the helly? What the hell? Let me tell y'all how my dream went though. It was everybody in the family, right? And it was Christmas time. And I was talking straight in my accent. I wasn't talking no Yankee. I wasn't talking no American. I wasn't doing none of that, right? And I forgot who I was with, but I remember remembering, yo, it's Christmas. And I said, I'm not telling nobody Christmas. I'm not telling nobody Merry Christmas. Or they tell all your own self Merry Christmas, right? Or they tell all your own but I can't Merry Christmas. And I was remembering, and I was going over to my family's house. Everybody was in the bed. And it was at the time where I think I asked someone, did everybody open up the gifts yet? And they was like, you see what time it is? Everybody opened up their gifts already. And I was like, oh shit. I guess because I knew I wasn't going to get no presents. Because when I was younger, I would only get one Christmas present, right? So in this dream, I went to my aunt's house, right? And I said, Merry Christmas. Everybody just, they was just in the bed. And then I went next door and I said, Merry Christmas. Everybody was in the bed. And I said, okay, I left. That's the majority of the dream. That's the majority of the dream. But I remember that dream like it was, I remember that dream like I'm talking to y'all right now. It was amazing. It wasn't a good dream, but it was amazing that I was able to have a dream, be aware and awake in the dream, and then get up remembering the dream. I like that. But before I got to get any type of rest, I'm telling you, I was having the worst fucking evening of my life. I was feeling so much pain, and it was like a sudden onslaught of pain. Like I was feeling weak, like somebody was like holding a straw to my fucking energy and just sucking it out of me. Then I finally got in the bed, and then I felt even worse. You know why? I was blaming that cigarette. I was blaming everybody. I was blaming everybody, but I didn't blame people in the sense of how I used to blame people, right? Like, when people sending you evil eye and all this bullshit, you're in your feelings. So you're like, oh, fuck them people, blah, 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 fuck my past, this, that, and the third. I didn't say none of that stuff. I just prayed. I got deeper into my prayer. I got deeper into myself. I got deeper into the Most High. I got deeper into the Word. I got deeper into me. I got deeper into my soul. And once I got deeper into my soul, I was able to, drift away into the dream world. And I kept getting up. And every time I got up, I was feeling like I couldn't breathe. I put the air on. That made it a little better. I got fully naked. First time in my life I slept completely naked. Well, not the first time in my life. I remember times in my life where we was having sex and I was sleeping naked. But nah, yo. What up? Welcome in. Yeah, last night was the worst night of my life. Life talks with Joe Sinatra. You ever felt like you can't move? Your body is weak. You're feeling so drained of your energy. And I'm not talking about you getting, clocking out of work or you doing some hard job where you're working all day. Well, this is exactly how that feels, right? You feel like you worked all day. You feel like you've been in the gym all day. And you feel like you had a whole bunch of chores to do around the house. And your energy is just drained. That's how I felt. But I also smoked the nasty ass cigarette. Ugh. When you quit smoking those things and then you smoke one again, it's like the fucking most nastiest fucking taste, smell, feeling. That shit added to all the fucking negative feelings that I was feeling, because I was feeling like crap. I wasn't feeling good at all. But then I got up today. Right? And there's the thing. Yesterday when I got up out of the bed, I was still feeling tired. I was still feeling like, damn, I don't got no energy. And then today I got up, I'm like, yo, I'm feeling so fucking good. Like, and I know since I came on here and I'm saying something, it's gonna be somebody that's that's gonna want to mess up my good day. It will be somebody that want to mess up my good day, and I go tell them holy mother cunt. And I ain't gonna just tell them holy mother cunt, because I probably go put my hands on somebody. And if I put my hands on somebody, all I know is self-defense. And since all I know is self-defense, I'll tell her right now, if somebody put their hands on you, all is fear. All is fear. All is fear. You don't like my pretty face? You don't even have a picture up there. You talking about my face? Talk about your mother face. Talk about your mother's face. Yeah. Don't let nobody put their hands on you. Don't let nobody take their, don't let nobody take your joy. Don't let nobody take your excitement, your happiness. If you're feeling excited and you're feeling good about a day, or you're feeling good and one day you're feeling good, don't let nobody take that shit. You have all right to cuss people out, all left, right, front, and center. And that's not gonna do anything to your energy. They're not gonna steal your energy because you giving them a response. You're giving them a warning, right? Because you can get locked up for harassing people, and it's so easy to call 911, right? So I'm gonna do that. Call 911, put people in jail. Call 911, put people in jail. Use the system against motherfuckers. Use the system against motherfuckers, and press charges too. When you press charges, that's when motherfuckers get locked up for real. And if they have priors, they going straight to jail. Don't matter what the fuck they do, they going straight to jail. Oh, you had priors? You was locked up for this? You was locked up for that? You did this and you did that? Oh, you coming with us. You coming with us. Coming with us. Your mother cunt. I did a little in the gym. But then I was like, yo, I feel so good. I don't even want to be in the gym. You ever felt so good you got out the gym? I got out the gym. I felt so good. I still feel so good. But I had to go through that fucking night. Yo, it felt like I was dying. Why I feel like I was dying? And then I got up today, got out of the bed, came outside, and as soon as I came outside, that sun hit me. Woo. I was walking. I didn't feel no pain in my hip. I didn't feel no pain in my toe. I didn't feel no pain in my ankle. All the places that people was attacking me from, I don't feel no pain in none of those places no more. So that means that I won whatever spiritual court that we was having. Court was in session, and I won that spiritual court. Everybody was laying down in their bed sleep, and I was the only one up with all that fucking energy. So you know what that means. You know what that means. Everybody was dead. Everybody was dead. You ever had a dream where everybody in the dream was asleep, but you the only one was awake? Yeah, the way that they was talking and responding to me was how I was feeling when I was laying down in the fucking bed. So I guess that incident, that scenario, was my soul and my spirit being in the dream world, going to war and destroying all the evil fucking demons. Because I told my father I had a dream of my grandfather, and he had hugged me, and he told me I don't call him no more, I don't come to see him no more, right? And my father told him, yeah, My father told me, yeah, tell him leave you alone. My father told me to tell him leave me alone. And I was like, why you said that? He said because the devil will use people that loves you and the people that you love, and depending on how the dreams are, you know, they're not supposed to come harassing you, telling you, oh, you don't see them no more, this, that, and the third. Because when I got up, I was crying, right? Because my grandfather, I told y'all, my grandfather used to call me to go to the store for him, and I used to pretend like I don't hear him, and I used to run the other way. And I still feel bad about that till this day. So maybe that's why I'm having that dream, right? And the incident that happened at work was this dude that was like 60 something years old. So he along the lines of, you know, somebody grandfather, not mine, right? So I guess that's why that dream happened, right? Because when you're being kind, people tend to think that you're a pacifist, that you don't know how to defend yourself, or you don't know how to fight, or something like that, right? Because you're not like them. You're not letting somebody talk and get to you. You're not letting somebody being a fucking immature piece of shit get to you. You're not letting somebody that you know is trying to get you to come down to their level. You know they're trying to get you to, you know, to act up. You know they're trying to get you to go back down that road. And you're like, man, you know what? Fuck that shit, right? Even if you get close to a fight, you be like, man, fuck that shit, and you walk away. Yeah, they feel like they can get you to come down to their level, because whenever they see somebody that's doing good or doing righteous or doing something positive, these people don't have nothing going for themselves, right? They don't have no life. They don't have no friends. They don't have nobody that's like me. They don't have nobody that's like you in their life that's gonna be there telling them, yo, you could do it. Yo, whatever you got going on, man, you gotta fucking right. They don't have no type of life coach in their life. They don't have nobody that wants good in their life. They don't have nobody that is doing good in their life and wants good for other people, but they're not gonna force that good on other people. They're gonna mind their fucking business. They're gonna shine in their fucking light, and they're gonna glow in their fucking atmosphere. And that's what people look and they see, and they're like, why that person look like that? Why that person act like that? Why that person move, talk, walk, and act, and do all this shit, right? Because that's who the fuck the person is, right? Why the fuck you can't be a little bit more like that person, right? And they get that in their head. They get that in their head, and they're like, man, I can't be like that motherfucking person. I can't go 1 second or one meal and miss a fucking meal, but I can go all day and not eat. I went all day yesterday and I didn't eat, but I had some greens. I had some string beans and some rice and some ketchup and some peppers and some salt and pepper I put on there. I guess that's what my body needed. My body needed some greens, right? I'm telling you, I'm gonna take a big shit today. I'm gonna take a big shit today, because I feel like big shit. When you feel like big shit, you're gonna feel like me, nigga. That's when you feel like big shit. I feel like big shit right now. The biggest, the largest. Been stepping on niggas in some apartments. Regardless. Yeah. Big extra plug, nigga. I feel like big shit. What he said? Hey. They had that commercial with him and the other dude in the hospital. But they said, let me get a confirmation from the other doctor. He walked in like, hey. That shit funny as hell. I feel good. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't play that shit. Coffee tastes dry as hell. But it's alright though. We ain't looking for no luxurious shit while we cultivating ourselves. We in the gym, right? We in the gym that Rocky was in. We in the gym that Apollo took Rocky to. That gym in Philly. They no AC. Everybody in that motherfucker is sweating. Look like they just put a whole bunch of Vaseline on their ass, but they just sweating. Yeah, I'm feeling like that. I'm sending y'all some positive energy, yo. Look at the fucking pink, the pink flowers behind me. Pink like vaginas. I'm sending y'all some pink energy. I love y'all. Okay? Green box. What green box? Oh, my bad. What face? Green box face. Lewis, Brenda, Noah, JJ Law. What up? Sending y'all some pink energy today, right? Thank y'all for tapping in. Thank y'all for sending y'all messages. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the subscribers. I love y'all. Like I said, I've been taking a little, internet break. I ain't been on Instagram in a little bit. And I guess that's like, that's what my ear holes needed. Needed some fresh air, some fresh nature sounds, and not listening to a whole bunch of people just talk about what that person got going on, what this person got going on. How are you a spiritual leader, a spiritual guide, or a fucking oracle, right? I ain't talking about my oracle fairy, okay? I'm talking about the other ones that they just popped up out of nowhere and they doing these readings. If y'all are talking about, I'm just gonna put myself in there for a second, right? Because I'm talking about me. I'm gonna use myself as an example. If you're talking about me and I'm coming to you for a reading, right? Who gives a fuck about what them people doing? I ask you that right now. Who cares what those people are doing? Why are you spending an hour giving me my reading, telling me about what them people doing? You ain't said one time how strong I am. You ain't said one time my spiritual ranking and my spiritual power. You spend the whole time telling me about everybody else. And I'm supposed to be happy about that? I'm supposed to think that I got a reading because this bitch sat there and told me about everybody and their mother besides me? You didn't even tell me about my mother. You didn't even tell me about my father, my uncle, my granny, my granddaddy. You told me about this person, that person, and it's always this somebody this, or it could be a this, or it could be a that, or somebody. Y'all don't know no motherfucking answers but the schemes and the fucking schematics on how to raise somebody's blood pressure and anxiety for them to think that something's coming for them or something's about to happen to them when they know how strong and powerful they are, and you know how strong and powerful they are, but you rather take that time. Let me tell you, coming to get a reading about God, let me tell you a whole hour about the devil. I go to church, all this motherfucking pastor doing is talking about the powers of the devil. I'm supposed to be in there getting information about God. You're supposed to be reading to me from the Bible. That's why Pastor Jenkins is the only pastor in the world, next to Joel Osteen, that I respect. I don't respect none of y'all pastors. None of them. They fucking liars. They get out of church and they go drink, they go fuck, they go play with little children, and they go act like they fucking holier than thou. They're the ones that the church is gonna drop on their fucking head in the middle of service. It's gonna sound like somebody slapped the church, and that shit just fall on their fucking head, because all you motherfuckers do is talk about the devil. You motherfuckers is working for the devil. You motherfuckers is working for them damn demons. I come to get a reading, and you telling me all my reading, and not one time you told me about the reading. You're protected. You're divinely guided. They can't touch you. Like them birds in that movie. They sitting on the line. They sitting on the line. I think it was The Life of Pets or whatever, when them pigeons was on the line and them motherfuckers said they can't touch us. His neck was going up and down. Oh man. And I love cartoon movies. They're the best fucking movies ever. Ain't no movie come out yet that's better than a cartoon movie. They can't make a better movie better than a cartoon movie. Why? Because we're all children, and we love toys, and we love cartoons, and we love stuff that makes us laugh. We love stuff that makes us feel good. We love anything that takes us away from this shitty ass reality. Anything that takes us away from this shitty reality. Look at that pussy in your face. I'm having too much fun right now. I feel good. And I came on here to share some of this energy with y'all. That's why I'm talking like I'm feeling like I feel, so you can feel that energy too coming through the screen. Yo, I feel too good right now. Woo! Yeah, nigga, I heard you. The fuck? Yeah, that nigga. He like, yeah. Hey, man, you keep yelling at me, I'm gonna throw a stone at your ass. I can't even see where you at, but I know you in the tree somewhere. Oh, look, I see you right there. Big ass beak. Anyway, forehead look like a beak. Tell that motherfucker your forehead look like a beak. I spilled my drink. I snapped that on the floor like some damn dominoes. All right, y'all. Y'all have an amazing day. Look, if this message resonates with you, you know, throw something in the comments, right? Throw a wave in there. Throw a surfboard and a wave, because the tidal wave that's coming, I hope y'all ready to surf, right? Because we chasing mavericks out here, right? The last time I said something was gonna happen, they took the credit and they gave it to some governor that said some shit about God. God don't give a fuck about these niggas. Said something about God, and that caused the flood to happen, and these families happen to lost their lives. All those children. The only people I ever feel bad for is children. I don't feel bad for grown motherfuckers. You had your chance. You had your chance. You're not even a child no more. You don't even smile no more. You just try to scheme other people out of their energy. You try to scheme people out of their money. You try to scheme people out of their fucking family and their feelings and this, that, and the third for your own. It's pointless, right? I don't feel sorry for you motherfuckers no more, right? But for the soul, the light beings. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the people in the world that choose to do bad, right? And then they come on here and they pretend to be a part of the hive. They pretend to be a part of the family. They pretend to be a part of the community. But all they're doing is just trying to figure out what we got going on next, or what I got going on next, so they can send some evil eye or do some negative thoughts to think that that's gonna stop anything. Like, who the fuck y'all think y'all is, nigga? Y'all not fucking God. Y'all are not God. Y'all are not God. Y'all not even Jesus. Y'all not even fucking descendants of Jesus. So what the fuck do y'all think y'all feelings is gonna do? Like, get the fuck out of your feelings, you fucking sensitive. I'm not in my feelings. I use my fucking senses. That's how sensitive I am. My fucking senses is on 100. Right? My feelings is on 100. My hearing is on 100. My smelling is on 100. My sight is on 100. Even my piss and my shit is on 100. I'm not no sensitive ass fucking bitch. I'm sensitive. I'm not a crybaby. I'll laugh. I'll have a smile on my face. Like my friends used to tell me, you was smiling while you was fighting that nigga. Okay, I didn't know that. I feel good fighting for a good cause. I feel good dying for a good cause. I feel good about that. The motherfucking surfboards. Tidal wave is coming. Put some surfboards in the fucking comments. Let me see some shit. Put some waves in there too. Because we going surfing, baby. We chasing mavericks.